Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have an interesting sort of ramble video that I want to talk about. So in regards to the channel, I have a passion for smartphones and I'm going to make a bunch of smartphone content in the future. So look forward to that. That being said, let's hop into an idea I've been thinking about recently in terms of screen refresh rates and overall performance on smartphones. So here I have a iPhone 13 standard model, not the mini, not the Pro, just the iPhone 13 6.1 inch, and the Galaxy S21 5G that came out last year, not the S22. 120 hertz, 60 hertz. Doesn't have ProMotion like the Pro. So 60 hertz, locked at 60 all the time, doesn't change, non-adaptive. 120 hertz adaptive refresh rate can drop down to, I think, as low as 48. Now the question is, what is more enticing to the consumer? A 120 hertz panel that looks ultra smooth most of the time, keyword most of the time, or a 60 hertz panel that doesn't look as smooth when scrolling and such, or swiping, but has extremely smooth transitions and animations. And this is something I've been thinking about a lot. Super powerful processor, moderately powerful processor from last year. A15 Snapdragon 888. I've been noticing more lag on this phone. I'll admit it, and the battery life hasn't been too good, but that's besides the point. I'll talk about that in another video. Performance has been good for the most part. It's been snappy, but there are hiccups with Samsung. Everyone understands that. There's always hiccups on Android. Android's never perfect. iPhones, on the other hand, do offer a almost perfect experience when interacting with the UI. That's kind of just a standard at this point. So, performance on here has been okay, and what that leads to is lag issues. And I asked this question when I first got this phone. I asked my friend this. What happens to this phone when the CPU eventually slows down and it has to power a 120 hertz panel, which requires a ton of CPU power and also battery life? Like, what happens to the device? Like, will it just continue to look smooth? But like, will it if there's lag now? Like, what happens with a higher refresh display when it starts experiencing hiccups in performance? And the answer, ladies and gentlemen, is a 120 hertz panel that, when having a hiccup or a CPU issue and some lag thrown in, it just destroys the entire frame rate. As in, like, it'll be at 120 hertz and then all of a sudden it looks like it's at 10 hertz because it's glitching. And that to me is extremely unattractive when using a device. I mean, I'll say that only happens probably 1 to 5% of the time when actually using it. It's probably close to 1%. It's mostly perfect. I just want to say that. But those hiccups, it's like, it's so noticeable, and it just, because you're used to that 120 hertz fluid refresh rate, and then when you experience that lag, it just makes it look terrible. Contrast with the iPhone 13, which has an insanely powerful processor, zero lag, like, ever, but a 60 hertz panel. But the animations on here, since it's powered by such a powerful chip, the animations are always smooth no matter what. Just like Face ID and just scrolling around. Like, everything is just buttery smooth. It may not like look insanely smooth because the refresh rate's not 120 hertz, but like, it just works. And the animations are always fluid and there's no hiccups in the animations. Transitions are smooth. This is like the best 60 hertz panel you can get on any phone right now, which is kind of weird to say. So, like, I mean, that begs the question, what do you pick? Do you want a higher refresh screen that has lag issues and hiccups, which is going to drop the frame rate sometimes? Or do you want a constant locked-in 60 hertz with smooth transitions all the time? It's a tough choice. I don't have the answer here. I think this is an easy choice if the hiccups just go away and it eventually gets an insanely efficient chip and powerful chip like the Apple ones. But as always, Samsung, they make the hardware, they don't make the software. Apple makes the software and the hardware, so everything's so optimized. I mean, right now, like, I'd be perfect. Like, I can notice a difference between 60 and 120 hertz. Like, it's pretty obvious to me after using an S21 for so long. Like, I wouldn't mind using a 60 hertz panel on an iPhone just because the animations are so smooth. Yes, I can notice some fuzzy text when, like, scrolling and stuff, but it doesn't bother me as much as I thought it would. So I just wanted to bring that up in this video. I want to hear what you guys have to think or have to say in the comment section down below. It's been kind of a ramble, but I'd be really curious to, like, see which one do you go for? Like, seriously, like, what do you care more about in terms of screen technology and also CPU performance? Because it's a big deal, and it does impact how you use the device on a daily basis. You're staring at the screen all the time. So it makes a big difference on how the screen performs. So with that, I'll leave you with that question. Leave a comment down below on what you guys think. I'll read all your comments. Maybe I'll feature them in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Appreciate all you guys watching this. Stay tuned for more iPhone versus Android content, more reviews. Got a Google Pixel 6 coming in. We'll do some camera tests. We'll do all that sort of thing. Speed tests. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Peace out, everyone.